Okay. Hey guys, how's it going? This looks slightly more grainy while recording is going on. What I ended up having to do was use the Elgato capture card for the game, like the actual application it gives you, plus Bandicam for the webcam. But I figured there's nothing. I wanted to play this on the channel, but I was impatient and I didn't start recording it when I bought it like I should have. Not that there's not enough people playing this right now. I mean, you got fucking Jack and his girlfriend, Ethan and his girlfriend, Mark's girlfriend. Everyone is loving this game right now. It's pretty cool. You know, they're like, Animal Crossing New Leaf was pretty big, but not this fucking big. Like, ooh, tarantula. Don't touch me, bitch. Ooh, you think you could hide in your Spike's house? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna fucking get him. I'm gonna get this fucker. I've been playing this game every day. I fast traveled, obviously, as you can probably tell with all the shit I've got. And the game's been out for 2 weeks. But I'm loving it. I'm not working anymore because no one's working anymore because of the epidemic going around the US. But I figured I have a game that I want to start playing on here. I just wanted to test how this all works. It looks a little blurry or grainy, a little bit with the movement, a little more than usual, but it's still not too bad. I mean, it's still got that beauty that the game normally has. How's it going, Elvis? Let's chat. He just moved here, so I can't give him shit yet. Yeah, they weren't impressed by you. You just moved in. Like, today is your first day out. Nah, but I got a lot of awesome villagers this time around. My town is called Shyloft. It's kind of based off of Skyloft, even though I don't like Skyward Sword. This is my favorite villager in the entire game, and I know I'm not the only person who thinks so. Apollo is a badass. He's a fucking bamf. And I'm loving, like, there's only one person I could... You're not moving, Boone. Sure, bruh. Just 'cause I love you. How about... let's haggle. Oh. Sorry, I thought you were gonna give me a lower price like everyone else has. Nah, he was one of the first two. And I love Boone. He is awesome. I love all of my villagers. Apollo, I used an amiibo card to get, because that's the only amiibo card I own. He was one of the first villagers I got in New Leaf, which was the first game I played. And it was... I don't know why. He was cranky. Like, he's an old cranky guy, but he's awesome. I don't know why. Just love him. Tia. So, the first two people I got was Boone and, I don't know where Paula is, but Paula's this bear. And I got them both. I don't want either of them to move. Boone's awesome. Paula, she looks alright. She's not too extraordinary, but she's one of the first ones here, and there's nothing wrong with her by any means. She's very basic. She's just like a female brown bear with, like, I don't know, like a weird tiara, like jewel thing on her forehead. Like some piece of jewelry. But it's awesome. She's awesome. Love her. Then I got... These are their two houses right here. Just gonna give you a little tour. Why not? Yeah, there's nothing saying I can't. Fuck that. But then I went on one of those Nook Mile ticket things and got this guy to come in, because you have those 3 people that move in right afterwards. You kind of build their houses. Ooh, he's building. What are you doing? Orange umbrella. I think I have that. Yeah, I already know that one, bro. Come on. Orange umbrella. I'm gonna sell that because I don't send things to people. But I found him on an island, and he's awesome. He's a cool crocodile. I don't know if I've ever had a crocodile or alligator, whichever one, in any of my previous towns. But he looks cool. He doesn't look weird. Just a nice little brownie boy, almost orange, which is an awesome color. For some reason, he has pear shit in his house that I had to build for him. The 2 pear things in the pot, and I gave him that switch because I had an extra switch. I had Truffles. It was a female. She was a bitch. She lived right here. And she sucked. She was so snobby and such an asshole that I hit her every day that I could. Until I realized that actually hitting them makes them stay. Even though it's negative attention, it's still attention. So not talking to them at all for a couple days, and they left. Tia, though. Oh, fucking Tia. That's such a badass elephant right up here. She's a fucking teapot! You ever want the fucking Mrs. Whatever the fuck from Beauty and the Beast? It's right here. She's studying the flowers. Those even aren't the right flowers on her screen. This took Truffle's place. Cherry, I found on an island right after Truffles moved, and I forced her onto living in this island. And oh god, I couldn't be happier. Fucking god damn it. BTGG. But yeah, after I got those 3, after our initial 2, you get the dude from the campsite. I feel like everyone gets this villager. He's got a bunch of weird shit outside his house. It's because he's a bear weirdo. Everyone's got Beardo. Everybody. This is the first time I've had him. And his house is awesome. Doesn't need a bed. Doesn't even need to be able to sit in his chair. Hanging in my butt. He is weird. He talks weird. It seems they have a lot more personality specific to them this game around. Maybe I'm off about that, but he talks very old-timey. I don't remember other people doing that often. It seems very Beardo-like. Synth pop in the bathtub. Alright, whatever. I wish you could still, like, take stuff from their house like you used to be able to. It's like, I want that desk. I want that desk. I want to put a pink-ass computer that I bought on that desk, because you can't color computers. I love his house. He's a weird character. He's probably second one I'd be okay with leaving. I'm cool with him staying. I am perfectly okay with that. But after him, though, it opened up. You were able to build houses how you wanted, where you wanted. No rush, no story reason to build the houses, really, other than to get your ranking up, your town ranking. And so I got this guy because it reminded me of JonTron. And, you know, why wouldn't I? Because I haven't watched JonTron since he left the Grumps, though. But Jacques, a little birdie, and he's got the chin tuft. It's John, basically. It's mixing John and Jacques, his bird. What's the latest, dude? His house is also cool. He just looks kind of weird with the beanie, the eyebrows, and the fucking beard on a bird. Well, he's still cool, but he's the one I'd be okay with leaving the most. I had Violet, the bear, monkey, ape. Violet the ape show up and she was the next one to leave. She was the most recent addition, and then she left because I wasn't feeling her too much. I didn't stop her from leaving, and I guess I didn't talk to her too often. After her, though, I was trying to get Apollo. This was going to be Apollo's spot right here. And Spike took it, because if you take an amiibo person, it takes 3 days to convince them to show up. You bring them to your campsite, and then you build them an item, and then they're like, I don't know, next time I'm in town, maybe. And then you invite them the very next day, and they're like, again, I don't know. And then the 3rd day, they finally do it, and in that time, Spike bought the land that I put here for Apollo. So I got to put Apollo on the highest part of the town. He has all of this. He's got a pool and satellite TV. A dog. He's got a puppo. He's got this overlooking Spike's house. A bird bath, and he's got an actual burb in here, a little pet burb. I gave him a bird cage, and he came with a burb. I don't know how I built the burb, but it's in there. I really like this weird layout of how I have the houses. Everything is very neat and kind of actually town-wise. Like, everyone lives in one area. So, you're gonna go sit in his rocking chair. Everyone just goes onto other people's lawns and uses their furniture that I gave him. Fucking gave him. Aw, good job. But, no, yeah, I got this. I've only moved 2 people's houses. I moved Jacques because I put him over in that bottom left area because I didn't have any more room and I didn't build bridges yet. So I had to move him over here. And then I moved Truffles on that top left corner where he couldn't move, couldn't get around. He was stuck. Because I didn't like her. She was secluded. She was shunned. So this area was just open until Cherry moved in and out. What the fuck? That's a big fisheroo. I'm gonna go catch that fisheroo. Isn't that right, Elvis? Elvis, I found on an island right after Violet left. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, because I also had Elvis in my first town. He wasn't one of the original villagers. He moved in later on. He was like one of the first ones to move in. And so him and Apollo were just awesome. Loved them. A lot of my, like, those are 2 of my favorites. I really like Peck. If I can get rid of Jacques and get Peck in the game. Oh, cool. That's a fucking boy. I already have you. This doesn't, I don't like how there's fence around here. I don't like having this fence around town square. But I'm trying to get a perfect town rating, and Isabelle said increase the amount of fucking decorations and maybe add a few more fences. So I'm just like, I'm gonna add like fucking 40 around you. But no, I would get rid of Jacques for Peck in a heartbeat. I remember really liking Filbert the squirrel. I guess if Beardo left, I can get him. And there's probably the other ones. Those 2 I liked. I would never get Croc. Or, hey! Now you want to talk. I've been walking around the town all damn day. I got you an instant muscles suit. Don't I already have that? I'm pretty sure I already have that for, one of my outfits. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. You had to do it too. Ooh, fucking, finally a normal one. No, don't go over the fucking fence. God damn it. Money! Pretty sure that's yeah, it's an Easter one. I have all the items in my house that I'm gonna have to show here in a bit. Here's my soccer field. Fuck. I was hoping that, you know, having 2 of these expensive fucking, Nook Miles wise, expensive nets, and a soccer ball with all this ground decoration I laid out and how to fucking draw, which wasn't as bad as what I did before. What I did before I had the way of doing the plastering the floor shit that you get after the credits roll, I drew bricks and had multiple versions of the bricks to make sure it fit and to make it unique. And I didn't need to go into that much detail, but I way overdid it, and it almost filled up every single spot. It took up all these spots, but I didn't need it anymore because I got the plaster. I have my orchard up here with all the different fruits. This is my campsite. You do have to do a little shimmy a lot. You're moving in between things. But I like this. It's very separate. And I want it to be separate. It's in this little alcove. So it is completely far away from any civilization, any decorations. Because if you're camping, like if they were here on vacation, that's a different thing. You'd go to a hotel for that. We don't have one. But, you know, a nice little thingy here to bathe in. Little tub. Place to wash your clothes, bonfire, flowers. It's a nice little area. It's nice. I don't know. I thought this was a nice little separation from the rest of the world. And the only thing that you're near is the graveyard. Just a single black flower in there, with a black flower out here on a little thing. I just kind of built this without thinking anyone particular, but now I'm deciding this is Tortimer, this is Brewster, and this is Digby, just because they're not in the game. So Tortimer, Brewster, and Digby all died. All died. What's up, Apollo? What's up? Yeah, I like it. I have one myself. Can I build this? I want it. I want to be able to build that. It won't let me. But no, I figure they're dead. Until there is, like, an update or DLC that lets me build my goddamn coffee shop, I can't be convinced otherwise. Spike, what are you doing back there? But anyway, I built a graveyard just because I figured that would boost my points. And, you know, they're probably dead. PBG even said that Tortimer's dead. Can you shut up? Can you turn off your fucking grill? I gave you that and you're just being an asshole. I'm gonna start a fire in this town. Oh, yeah. So, I give everybody little things. I figured he needs his water, so he's got that and a bucket. And they both got flamingos, Mr. and Mrs. But obviously they're not together. He just moved here. And I finally got some roses. My goal now that I have almost a perfect town, I'm so close, is my next goal is to get golden roses. So I've got yellow up here, but red down here that I'm gonna breed like a motherfucker. So the red will make black roses, and then I pull the black roses up, and then put them in their own breeding area, and then use a golden watering can that I'll get from having a perfect town to get golden roses. And then I'm gonna decorate. Hey, Cherry, have you seen a fucking ghost? You're dead, I found all my spirits. Hurry up. Here you go. I almost said no on accident. Perfect. That's all 5. don't know what this voice is I gave him. Ta-da! Ah, back to normal. Whoa, thank goodness. And thank you, that's wonderful. Alright, I need to give you a reward, I promise. Will it be... Who doesn't love furniture? I'll give you something you don't have, or something that's expensive. I'll go with something expensive. As always, you know me. Fucking shallow. I don't know if it's worth a lot, but here's a... Maybe I should have said something I don't have yet. Well, let's see how let's see what he thinks expensive is. 840 bells. This is my house. Nice and big and fully paid off in orange, because I like orange. But let's just go on inside and see the monstrosity that is my turnips. I got a lot of turnips. That's not all the turnips. Yeah, I spent 800 bells. 800,000, sorry, 800,000 bells on turnips. And that's why I don't want to risk it. There's just another 3 in here because I had 3 more bundles of 100 that wouldn't fit in either of the other 2 rooms. But let's just forget the turnips exist for now, and I'll show you the house. But I need to put some, just without any music in this room. It is. Can I just? No, I don't want dirge. God damn it. Well, it's just quiet. It is just dead silent. Except for the crank I bought up there, because it reminded me of Ethan's logo, and for some reason that made me think I should have it in my house. And the TV kind of helps this room a little bit more, but this is my living room slash music room, because it just kind of fits. I like the ukulele. I like the drum set. It's hard to play. Like, this always sounds good. That always sounds good. I like the TV on top of the fireplace, the switch right over there, couch that you can't actually sit in because I don't want to move it back any further. But if I want a coffee table, then I can't sit. But I like that room. That's a nice room, minus the turnips. And here is my fucking Easter room. Because if I'm gonna have to get all these items before the 12th, which I did, then I'm gonna fucking at least get the points for having a complete set in the room. I'm thinking I'll also make all the clothes and put them on the wall. More points, and who knows. But complete set. One of everything. You can't lay in the bed. I don't know if I'm getting minus points for that, but you can't lay in the bed because those lights are a little bit too close, but I don't want to move them higher because it looks weird. They either have to be at the top or they have to be right there. And if I put them at the top, I'm going to have to build them all the way around the thing. And I can do that because there's fucking 12 days and you can get all the items in like 3. But I don't want to deal with the eggs so much. This is my kitchen. And it could be better. I don't know how to get countertops. This is the closest thing I got, which was the island, which was amazing. So you can put 2 items on that. I wish I could put shit on top of this, or another thing on top of the microwave. Or things on top of here, but these things open on top. This I just got, and I just kind of placed it in the room. Because I did glitch the, well, not glitch, I fucked up the time travel thing. I was trying to go back to the 30th of March, but I didn't change it from April, so it was the 30th of April, so my birthday passed, so I got chocolate cake. I do like how everything in this room is a dresser. Everything in this room is a fucking dresser. Even the thing that I got from the fishing tourney is a dresser. But no, I got a little stove top right there, and then a brick oven. I do have a pizza oven somewhere. I think I put it away because I didn't have the room. And this was already enough. I like the little singing bass up on the wall. We got the bedroom, and I kind of like how this turned out. It used to be a lot of shit on the floor, but then I got this Imperial dresser here, that Imperial chest, and the safe. I got those both today, actually. So I put those there. I'm sure the safe is also something you can get clothes out of, but it gave me a lot more space. I put my bronze and silver trophies up there. I don't have the gold yet. I have like 112,000 Happy Home Academy points. I wish you could put shit on top of this. This is such a cool desk, but it is literally just the desk alone. You can't do shit with it. It just takes up space. Obviously the normal wooden end table and closet. I'm hoping that the fucking engagement ring, the pricey ass engagement ring on top of that, is giving me points. Also, I have this entire wall, except for one spot that I'm gonna fill in tomorrow, covered with KK songs. Just all different songs, and I have to start keeping track of what I have and what I don't, because I don't want any repeats, but my fucking god. But the last thing I have to show is why I have KK Dirge in the radio, and it's my scary room. Now, this is the scariest song I could find. Now, this room normally is a little creepier, but I feel like ever since I put this mask in here, it's nowhere near as creepy. It's just kind of goofy. But what I need to do... Also, I put this down here just because, again, items. And, you know, it's a switch sprocket thing. You know, it's like... If you fucking... This song is creepy, though. And sometimes when you're moving the camera, it does look like the skulls are 3D. Are they supposed to look 3D? Because I know Cherry's house has like a 3D cityscape that moves. I think I want to get rid of this, or at least put it somewhere else to where it looks not so fucking goofy. We'll call that here. Hopefully this video turned out. That's probably another good reason that I talked for a while, just to see how the extra stress works on it, if the audio is going to stay linked up. And next time, I'm going to try out this game, because it looks fun. It's a nice little side-scroller. I think that would be a great first game to play through. Next time.